Hey, so let's talk about the waves of emotions. Let's talk about the surfing the emotional waves. I love this. My name is Sho and welcome to my channel. So the way that I share on this channel isn't like you're going to get an answer straight away. You're coming for an answer. It's more of like a journey with the words that I'm about to speak to allow you to feel the transmission of how I ride the waves, how I surf the waves of emotions. I didn't used to know what emotions were. They blocked, hidden, pushed down, like I'd held them, suppressed them, all of this. Good stuff? Not good. You don't want to do that. If you get pushing emotions down and holding back and hiding them and running away from them, at some point they'll come through as disease. So we must feel and allow the currents of life, energy, emotions to move through us. Now, riding the waves of them is another thing. Can we do that? One, we have to be first totally aware, or at least at the beginning stages of aware of the difference between a thinking mind and a feeling body. A thinking mind and a feeling body. Can you right now in this moment just notice the difference between your thinking mind, chitter chatter, analyzing, exploring, words, concepts, pictures, right? Thinking, analyzing, should I listen to this video, should I not? Running to the next thing, da-da-da-da-da. So it's constant oneness of the thinking mind, right? The cerebral nature of existence versus what are you sensing in the body? Maybe you feel a bit tight, you feel relaxed. Maybe your sitting posture is a little bit like compressive, maybe feeling a bit compressed by the way you're sitting. Can you notice your body, how you're feeling your body right now? And notice there's a difference. Your attention can either be on chitter chatter, chitter chatter, chitter chatter, or your attention can be body. I'm aware of the body, I'm feeling the bottom of my feet, I can sense gravity, I can feel the weight of the body. Can feel, there's a bit of sadness in there, maybe emotions in there. Now this gets to the next level of awareness. At the beginning, I couldn't pinpoint that's a particular emotion inside my body. I was very bad at that, right? But these days I can notice if there's an overwhelming amount of a certain feeling welling up inside of me, and I give it then the space to release. So surfing is like learning to know where you're holding onto the board too much, right? Because the waves are too strong, or letting go of the grip. You can't be too rigid on the board, right? You can't be too rigid on the board, on the surfing the waves of emotions. You can't be too hard and fixed, got to do it this way. No, there's a watery nature to the way we surf emotions. So we feel emotions, and it's like we allow the movement of the emotions. Sometimes emotions want to move through us. Sometimes they just want to be felt, like just bringing your consciousness, your attention to the part of the body where the emotion is expressing itself, and you're noticing that the physical relationship between the emotion and the physical body. Bringing your attention to that part of you and breathing with presence is how we surf the feeling. Without getting so overwhelmed by it, we can surf the feeling. Now, if you're already overwhelmed by it, then allowing yourself to feel it is still important. You see, feelings aren't infinite in their capacity. Let me express that better. A feeling that's moving through you is energy. And so as long as you don't suppress it, hold it back, push it down, ignore it, it can move through you if you allow it to be moved, if you allow yourself to give presence and awareness to the emotion. Now, as you give presence and attention and awareness to the emotion, as you're surfing it and feeling it, you're not trying to do anything to the emotion. You're not trying to grab it, grasp it, kill it, beat it, push it. You're not trying to do that. You're trying to just be with it. Because there's different aspects of our awareness in any moment. there is the thinking mind, okay, we have a body, but there's also this kind of like I am awareness presence. Different teachers have talked about this presence again and again in different ways with different words. Ram Dass calls it loving awareness, right? I'm trying to think of another spiritual teacher's name of this thing now, but it's the I am. It's the I am. It's the seeing. It's the seeing of the chitter chatter. The chitter chatter can be happening, but sometimes then we become aware of, oh, the chitter chatter is happening. So what is it that's looking at the chitter chatter of the mind? The awareness, the open awareness, the loving awareness. The I am presence can be seeing what's going on. And that's the presence which a lot of us aren't as well connected to in our fast-paced world, yet is always there. And when we look at our body and our emotions with just a loving awareness of this is an emotion, this is difficult to feel, it feels really shit, this isn't nice to feel, you stay with it, you breathe with it, it might be scary at first to really feel emotions like this. But if you do and stay with it, using your body, your breath, to stay present with the body, and breath is a great tool to stay present with the body, and thus the feelings, instead of going into the thinking mind. And so we stay present. We breathe. We stay with the emotion, and we ride it. We follow it. It's like the current takes us somewhere. Once we connect to it and we're with it and we're breathing with the feeling and it's uncomfortable, usually at that point the uncomfortableness kind of increases a bit because now you're with it. Instead of pushing it down, now you're with it. So it will get uncomfortable first. It gets a little bit more uncomfortable. Stay with the sensations without pushing it down and going back to the old pattern of ignoring it. Stay with the uncomfortable sensation of the emotion, shame, guilt, fear, anger, whatever it is. Stay with it, breathe with it, and then it will start to move like a wave on the ocean. It will start to move. Maybe it moves through a different part of your body. Maybe it moves so much that this overwhelming dread of that one particular memory that happened 10 years ago just comes into your mind's eye, into your thinking brain, and you're like, whoa, it's about that thing. That emotion's about that thing. And you get this like, you start seeing the relationship between the constant thoughts we have in our head and just the emotions that want to move. And what I found again and again is that if we keep letting go of the feelings, the repetitive stories that happen in the brain start to dissolve because there's no charge behind the stories. There is no charge behind the stories anymore. And because there's no charge behind the stories don't need to play out. That obsessive ADHD, constant thinking nature of your brain, if you're living in this world, dissolves because you're letting go of the charge that's driving the thinking. So we're like pumping millions of kids and adults with ADHD medicine on this planet right now, and all we've got to do is start feeling. All we got to do is start feeling stuff, releasing stuff, so the mind settles. Like muddy water. Like muddy water, and it just settles. A little bit of time, it settles. If you start shaking it up because the charge is in your body, it's going to be freaking muddy. But if we release the charge, release the emotions, release the stuck energy, this happens. The mind can come into rest. This is healing 101. This is the core of all healing. Allowing energy to move. Not doing the movement, but being with the emotion and allowing it to express as it wants to express through life. And maybe as it comes up, you feel like you want to cry, so cry. If it moves up and you want to like tighten your body and then release. Maybe you want to do that to release the charge. Right? Maybe your mind is so overactive when you start feeling these emotions, you really don't want to feel them. Maybe you start journaling. Start writing the stuff down that's coming up and through you. Get it out. We are alchemists. We are transmuting these things. By being with it, we are allowing it to move. This is alchemy. Full power magic. So give this a try, guys. Guys and girls, brothers and sisters, moms and dads. Give this a try. Give it a go. Explore it. Start allowing yourself to feel what's there another level deeper. And be with it. Be with it. This is riding and surfing emotions. This is how we surf. And as we surf, we get better at allowing the expression of the undercurrents, our ocean, our unconscious, to express and to move. And so thus we become lighter, clearer. Right? We become lighter. As a being, we become like a feather. We become lighter. And as we become lighter, like a feather, our life becomes like this playful dance instead of the identities and the difficulties. So yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know how this goes. I'd so love to hear. This feels like the core of what I will be sharing more on this channel is the mastery over emotions and energy, so we can transmute, release, let go, heal, become a betterment on our planet. Instead of holding on to this old trauma of the old world, we can find a way to release it so that we can create something new here. As the old systems and institutions decide to crumble away because we don't need them anymore, we each take our own sovereign power back and realize those attachments and addictions aren't needed for a free human being. We are each that free human being. If only we learn to really drop into ourselves, clear the stuff, drop into ourselves, be that solid brother and sister that we are. Okay, check out my other videos. Please like and hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. The beginning of this journey, this new channel. Yeah, and until next time, see you soon. Ciao, ciao.